this is one of those stories that just drives you insane. We're going to get back to tariffs in just a minute. This got my attention, though. Open the book. CEO John Hart spoke to the House Oversight Subcommittee yesterday that is working hand in hand with Elon Musk and DOGE. And he disclosed that since October of 2020, our federal government, and keep in mind, most federal workers were not even working in their office, particularly during COVID. Many have not returned. Our federal government, since October of 2020, has spent $4.6 billion on new office furniture. $4.6 billion on furniture, in some cases, still hasn't even been used yet. Who was it? I think it was, I had a chance to interview the Agriculture Secretary not long ago. And she talked about the first time that she went into her office, Brooks Rollins. She went into her office and just walked through a big empty room, and some of the tags were still on the chairs. They'd never been used. Now, this is the kind of stuff that will just drive you insane. And you know this is happening. And until now, until Donald Trump and Elon Musk, no one seemed to care. John Hart said since fiscal year 2021, executive agencies have spent more than $4.6 billion on furniture alone. That amount could buy 9.2 million American families a modest $500 kitchen table. Open the Books told the New York Post that the U.S. Agency for International Development spent $4 million on furniture for offices in Ukraine, West Africa, and other African countries, where the CIA front agency decked out the office with $250,000 worth of pricey Herman Miller chairs. This is insane, and this is what has to stop. This has been going on for decades, and this is the type of thing that Donald Trump and Elon Musk, we have to give Musk credit for starting this whole movement of actually looking at where our money is going. Wow. 800-655-MIKE, 800-655-6453 is how you join the conversation. Back to the phones. We're going to start in Alabama. Is it Cece?
It is.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
What's on your mind?
Well, I was going to comment about the empty buildings with billions of dollars of furniture sitting in them. We can always look at the brighter side of it. And all these corporations that Trump is going to be bringing over here, we can just put them in there and they're ready to go, and we don't have to pay a penny for them.
Well, that's a good way to look at it, Cece. Yeah, because, I mean, can you imagine we have all these empty buildings, people don't want to come back to the office, and the federal government is spending $4.6 billion on office furniture they know is not going to be used?
Yep, well, maybe it can be now.
Yep. Good idea, Cece. Good idea. Appreciate your phone call. Cindy is in Texarkana, Arkansas. Welcome.
Hi, thank you. I appreciate you taking my call. I am an auditor, and that story just raised, that's the one about the furniture, just raised red flags all over the place. I mean, if I was auditing an organization that had that kind of a thing, I'd be looking at who placed the order, who approved the order, and do they have any relationship whatsoever with the company that is supplying the furniture? I mean, somebody somewhere is getting some kickbacks or something, because why would they be ordering furniture that they know they don't need?
Now, Cindy, are you accusing federal workers of doing such a thing?
I'm accusing somebody of doing something. I could see if somebody's benefiting because they're getting to sit in a nice soft chair, but if nobody's sitting in it, why did they place the order in the first place? And the only reason I can think of is because somebody's getting something out of it.
Yeah, Uncle Guido owns a furniture company.
Yeah,
that's what's going on. Yes.
And if it was an organization I was auditing, I would recommend they look into that and press charges against somebody.
Yeah. Well, I've gotten a couple of text messages on the MyPillow text line today, Cindy, and people asking just that. Are we going to look into who actually authorized these purchases, and what's Congress going to do about it? Probably nothing, but let's hope that Trump will insist that we go back and we see who authorized some of these purchases.
Exactly. Somebody needs to be put in jail.
Yeah. Appreciate your phone call, Cindy. Have a great day. 800-655-6453, one line open. Tom is waiting patiently in Roseville, Michigan. Welcome. You're on the Mike Gallagher Show.
And great to talk to you.
Thank you, Tom.
What I see, I'm just trying to figure out, what is the Republican Party actually doing legislatively with their hands other than sitting on them? Okay, I see Trump doing all these executive orders, wonderful things going on. And the only thing that comes to mind out here in Roseville, is the Lake and Riley Act and a continuing resolution. At least we got something, when we had Kevin McCarthy, but what is Mike Johnson? he's supposed to use condom up there. Okay, what does he really stand for? I can't think of any accomplishments.
Yeah.
Other than
Well, Tom, Tom makes a good point. Congress does need to step up. They move a little bit slower than Donald Trump, but they do need to pick up the pace, and let's hope that they do that because we elected them to do a job as well. Back to the phones. Let's stay in my hometown of Greenville. Raphael. Welcome, Raphael.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you for receiving my phone call.
Sure thing.
I just have a comment. Just regarding about the terror, what the president is doing right now.
Yes.
And I have to tell all my fellow Americans that we have to do it because this formula has to be worked. The history sometimes repeat again. When Ronald Reagan, our former president before, in 1982, everybody remember that. When he come together with Democrat and Republican to fix the country. And after that, 25 years later, the glory of our country was excellent. So we have to believe in our president, Donald J. Trump, that he's doing everything for our country. And we have to defend him no matter what it is because he's doing for everything for us. And this is the country need to change the formula for the new generation. We have to do it. We can't continue with the old formula where we discover a lot of when we discover a lot of things what's going on in our federal government building. So we need to fix that, and we have the president doing that for us. He don't need other things to do it. So we need to work together to protect him no matter what it is because he's doing for our country.
Exactly.
And the terrorists, he's coming later. It's coming. Then it's going to be negotiated with everybody. Sooner or later, he put this price. But later we have to sit because it has been abused for the last, 10 years, 12 years. So we need to come back on the table.
Let's try 50 years, Raphael. Let's try 50 years. Appreciate your phone call. Yes, and Raphael's right. We got to stand behind our president because he's doing what he thinks is best for our country. As Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, said a minute ago, for Main Street America. Main Street America. That's who Trump is working for. You and me, the average American. And shame on previous administrations who have allowed us to get in this position. But they did. Now we got to get out of it. And that's what Donald Trump is going to do.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.